I am so obsessed. One touch of your body, nobody ever can see you. When I make I see one, you're my quantity. You make it bad man
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lunchin with Lisa. If you all don't know and just tuning in for the first time, we actually kicked off season 3 weeks ago. So we're only in the third show and we are still going strong with some amazing guests. So before we get started and meet our guests and find out why she's here to get you straight, okay, I'm just going to put that out there. I'm not going to tell you how, but she's going to get you straight. But before we do that, I wanted to just say happy birthday to all of the birthday people out there. Please, enjoy yourself, but be safe. But happy birthday to you. I think it's still Leo season. Yeah, but them Leos though, y'all know how I feel about them Leos. Gotta love them. But happy anniversary to all of the lovebirds out there. Everybody celebrating love. Your anniversaries, whether it's marriage anniversaries or the first time you met, the first time you kissed, we celebrate everything over here. So happy anniversary. And then I just wanted to do a shout out to all the kids that are going back to school, and wish you a great year. I know it's something new and exciting, so I wish you all a great. Oh, it's Virgo season. So Cheryl said it's Virgos. Okay, so we were able to sit those Leos down, okay, because they always ready ahead of time. Cheryl is a Leo, so I know she's like, whatever. But I wanted to say, thank you all for continuing to support Lunchin with Lisa. We are in season 3 and we're excited about it. We try to bring you something new and different. So if you're interested in being a sponsor for a month with one of our shows, please inbox us or email us and let us know how we can help you to make that happen. We would love to have you as a sponsor. More information coming on that, but if you're interested, hit that email and let us know. We would love to have you. So I wanted to get into meeting with our guests, but I wanted to actually remind you that DSM Media, who you see do all of the, I'm going to say tricks and treats and all that stuff with Lunchin with Lisa, DSM Media is behind the scenes making it happen. And we handle things like social media postings, commercials, graphics, you name it, we're here for it. We're behind the scenes, but we're enjoying every minute. We actually have a show lineup. Moms We See You comes on Saturdays. They'll be coming back soon. Lunchin with Lisa, of course, is on Thursdays. And then on Tuesdays, we have Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul that will be coming up soon. I think maybe October. But stay tuned. If you're interested in doing something like this and you need some background production, think about DSM Media. We are here and we actually love what we do. So I wanted to introduce you to our guests. So I know you've been seeing a little promo about Candice, and most of you probably know Candice already because she makes sure you know who she is. So there's several things that would tell you that Candice in the room. If you see somebody planking, Candice is probably somewhere near. Okay, if you hear the word look, I can't give it Wellologist. Candice is somewhere near. But let me tell you a little bit about Candice because it's been a while since we've seen her. And over here with Lunchin with Lisa, Candice and I have known each other for a minute, and we haven't had that time to get together. So I'm just going to tell you everything. Okay, so real quick. When you experience Wellologist Candice Camille, you get a strong sense that everything about you is about to change. With a very engaging but very direct approach to life, one is left with a sense of urgency to do something now. Once you depart her presence, with her boundless energy, infectious laughter, genuine enthusiasm for life, and a body that epitomizes sexy, fit, and well, one cannot help but be convinced that 60 plus can indeed be the new 40. I'm going to take that down to 30 though, Candice. Began her journey to wellness and literally went to work. And not only because she was cancer free, but also became an advocate of wellness overall. Candice knows the process and the power of being well. She discovered that healing must come from within. And her approach of operating from a space of relativity and understanding what it takes to be well is the key to being able to effectively lead and engage professional women on the path of living a life of total wellness. She equips them with the tools to elevate their emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, achieving results you can see in your body and feel in your soul. Candice is the CEO of Candice Camille Enterprises, founder of Sexy Fit and Well, which we'll hear more about. And of course, if you all don't know, I don't know where you've been hiding, but the Plank Talk Nation. She is a planking world record contender, an award winning sort after international speaker and media personality, along with being a high performance personal trainer, certified emotional mastery coach, and Amazon best-selling author. She has also been featured on Dr. Oz, WUSA 9, IMTV, and as a committed community leader, Candice is co-founder of Girls Run Inc., where she serves as a running and mentoring coach for young girls. So welcome, Candice, to the Lunchin with Lisa show. We've been waiting for this.
Lisa, I am super excited to be here. As I listen to this and you talk about the evolutions of the things that we change as we go on, in life, and COVID done changed so much as we move forward in everything. So when you're talking about being sexy, fit, and well, even during that time, I upped my skill game. So, I am now a certified nutrition coach, NLP coach. So when you talk about the sexy, fit, and well system, I've created my M&Ms. One of the things about that, I always say M plus M plus M equal M. Y'all gonna have to stick around if you want to know what those M's mean, right? I'm super excited to be here. Like I said, I've known you for a long time. So thank you for the opportunity to come and share and give out what I know for sure, which is the gift of wellness. And that's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Absolutely. So I'm eager to get started with the things that Candice does, because if you all don't know, I do think that you will, as I read earlier, you will feel like it's something I got to do now. So I did want to go back and reminisce just a minute, Candice, because I don't know if she remembers, but she probably does. But we had so much fun. Candice had, I forgot where you did a commercial one time, and it was so much fun. But Candice don't play. Candice make you be on your P's and Q's, because when you walk in the room with Candice, you like, oh, wait a minute, okay, let me be ready. But I remember actually working out with Candice one time. I think you had a class. I can't remember what the class was.
It was butts and guts. That's when I owned the bed and breakfast, when I owned Pure Euphoria, and I used to run classes out of there. Yes.
Absolutely. That butts and guts class, I have not forgotten that class. I think Candice had to tell me to breathe a few times because I thought I was going to pass out. But we're going to get in it because I don't want to give away everything, but Candice don't play. So tell us a little bit about where becoming a wellologist came from.
And it's something that I made up, right? And basically, as a personal trainer, a mental coach, a mind, body, and spirit, you're given so much. And I was working with a business coach, and we were trying to figure out what they were going to call me, right? You got this business, but you're a personal trainer, you do meals, you do all of this stuff. And I just didn't want to be called a personal trainer. I didn't want to be called a facilitator, because I was more than that. And at the bed and breakfast where I used to run all the wellness sessions at, one morning there were probably about 6 women that came over. They came over like 5:30 in the morning, and we would work out. But because I was in the bed and breakfast, they used to stay, get dressed, take a shower. I fixed the smoothies. It was like Candice International. It's like a wellness experience, and that's basically what it was. So I asked them, what do I do for you? Because again, they came to class, and all of them that was there, they was like, I'm just well in your presence. I'm well in your space. When I come and see you, it's more about just the working out. It's more about just eating right. It's like I have this whole sense of being well, right? You transform my whole life. They was like, you get us all the way together. That's how they said it, right? All the way together.
It's
And I
true.
said, my background is medicine, and I used to work in pulmonology, and I know that was the study of breathing and lungs and all of that. So I was like, well, let me see if there's such a thing as a wellologist, because I teach you how to be well, because that's basically what it was. And we sat down, Googled it, everything, nothing, couldn't find anything on it. And I says, okay, that's what I want behind my name. I'm the wellologist, because we operate in all three of these things that you absolutely need to be well. When you're talking about building your body, building your business, building your bank, you
Right.
need these three things all the way around, no matter what. And that's just meals, mindset, and movement. So that's what the whole Wellologist Sexy Fit and Well movement is all about. And I come in and get you all the way together when you're talking about your business.
All the
Think
way.
about it. When your body is in order, just like your cell phone. Always tell women, Lisa, treat your body like you treat your cell phone. Y'all know it's always going to be in order, right? You got to upgrade it. You going to the new thing. So treat your body like that. So that's where the Wellologist came from. And put on that, treat your body like a cell phone. Some of us, it's time for an upgrade. You got to
That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. I am guilty. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's where it came
Absolutely.
from. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, because I remember the smooth when you brought up the smoothies. I remember the smoothie. I can't remember which one it was, but I
Girl, you
was
had
hooked.
pineapple. Girl, you had
Yeah.
a pina colada. That's right.
Oh my God. I was like, oh yes, I can get healthy now. Cause if I gotta drink these, because sometimes you drink these smoothies and things and you don't enjoy them, or it's like, getting them down. And this thing was some kind of good. I was like, oh, she might have to tell me slow down. Okay. You can't do that many of them, but I remember those days, and it puts a smile on my face, because I like the name Wellologist, because sometimes people think well means, they go one direction or the other. Like, I gotta be in shape, I gotta be this, but that kind of encompasses, like you said, everything, mind, body, soul, everything about you has to be going in that right direction, or you're going to know. And I will share this, that I learned from being healthier. I'm not as healthy as I want to be, but as you go through that journey, I mean, it really does open up your mind. You can think clear, you make better decisions. You're not as angry with the world. I mean, things literally change right before your eyes. So I am guilty, um, of not doing what I'm supposed to do all the time, but I do know what it brings to my life, which it keeps me on that push for making it happen. But if you go around Candice, I mean, I will say this: there were times when people would avoid Candice, okay, because they thought if Candice came in the room, she gonna make me plank, or she gonna make me do something. So she was like,
I have
she
to
gonna be back
laugh.
behind.
It is so true. It is so true. They was like, I have people walk up to me 7 years later. Plank Talk Challenge and Plank Talk Nation has been in existence for 7 years, still going strong. I have people walk up to me. I ain't bothering a soul. Walk up to me and say, I ain't planking. I just come over here to say hello. I ain't planking, but that is so
Yes.
cool, because in 7 years, and even probably about a good year or two, it took off so well that my name was synonymous to planking, like Starbucks is the coffee. And it was so cool. Like, even now, and when I go out, I see people, they plank lady, or you got a minute. So it is really, really cool to see how that legacy, that 1 minute, do you have a minute? You got a minute? Sure, you have a minute. 1 minute is only 60 seconds in it, as Willie Jolly say, to
Oh,
take
that's
the
right.
time to change the trajectory. Y'all hear me say trajectory of your whole life. Why don't you have a
Absolutely.
minute is a question I should be asking.
That's right. That's right. Well, look, I mean, I remember the challenges you had us on the floor in front of your phone, planking. Yeah, I remember it all, and actually, it's a pleasant memory. I know sometimes you get those personal trainers that you work with, and you're just like, oh my goodness, but Candice gives you that kind of, I don't know, it's something about the energy that she gives you that even though she's probably really fussing at you and she's really like, you need to get it together, you still feel like she's not beating you up about it. She's just really helping you to get to that space. I
You
love
know
it.
what, Lisa? You will never hear me say as a trainer. One of the things I want to say, I'm a badass trainer. I'm probably the best outside trainer you will ever meet in your life. And here's the reason why. See, because most of us and trainers and everybody, we're consistently talking about weight. I gotta lose weight. See, my thing is not weight, because it's weight loss is the bonus to being well. See, you have to
Right.
worry about your health. See, because if your health is in order, your weight will be in order. And that's what we need to learn. And that's the simplistic part about it. We got to stop worrying about weight and worry about our health. And this is why I always say I partner with ambitious women who's ready to transition to the highest version of themselves. I help them go from worried to working out, because that's what it is. Most of the time, we are in a worried state, worried about our health. I'm not going to do it. Or if I gain weight, I don't want to go to the doctor because I gain weight. Things are going on. I'm tired. So we always have that sense of worry. I need to do something. Like you said, Lisa, I know I need to do something. It's always in the back of your mind. And my aim is to bring it to the forefront of your mind,
Right.
because
That's
it
right.
should be part of your daily actions that you're doing. You just got to figure it out. I say everything is figure outable. You got to figure out what fits to you. Yes, I love planking. And like I said, if you know me on Facebook, I bike, I run, all of these things, but those are my lovers. Right. And you have to decide, what is it that you're in love with that's going to take you to the next level in your mind, your body, your soul, because that's what's going to change. When I worked out with you, when I'm teaching my classes, Lisa, that's my job. There's a difference between my job and my joy. And I think this
Right.
is where sometimes people get a little scared of me, because they see me in my joy, but I'm just working my own body.
Well, you know what? I will say this. I think that sometimes it can be not bad intimidation, but good, because I want that kind of joy to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I'm trying to get to actually look forward to it. But it's harder for me. But I did notice that once I did it regularly and I kept pushing myself, you do ultimately get to that space where you actually look forward to it and would miss it if you didn't go for that run or do that walk. Because now I'm thinking, there were times when I love to walk, absolutely love to walk. And my friends thought I had lost my mind when I decided to do the 39-mile walk. They were like, what in the world are you doing? But it wasn't just about losing, like you said, it wasn't about weight, it wasn't about anything. It was about the mission. You're walking for those who can't, which motivated me. And I think that's what helps you to kind of do what you got to do. You decide why do you want to do this? What's your motivation? It wasn't about looking cute, losing weight, but why not do something you love to do, which is help others, be there for others. It was about the cause, but at the same time, you could walk and you could do things. Now I couldn't do it
But let
now.
me say something about that, Lisa, because it's true, because when you have a goal,
Mm-hmm.
it gets you in your goal. And one of the things is that it's easier to do something for somebody else. Go do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I would say to you, did you continue the journey after the 39-mile walk was over? Right? Because at the end of the day, goals have expiration dates.
That's right.
They end. So if you don't take it around your well-being, you're going to stop because I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to stop. And very few of us think to the next level. Like, because I lost this 10-pound, now what? It comes right back because you didn't continue what you did to lose it. What did you think? That it was just going to magically go away and stay away? No, ma'am. It's not. You got to, we can only hope. No, ma'am. It does not work like that. It's a muscle, just like anything else. It's a system. And here's the thing. When you talk about even building that 39-mile walk, it was a system that they put us all in. We're going to do it. But see, they still got 39-mile walks going on because the system is that repeatable process that keeps on going. And that's what you have to do inside of your wellness. It's a repeatable process. It is something that you create. Like, I hurt myself 2 years ago. I fell down a mountain. I broke my foot in 3 places. Tractor trailer ran into the back of my truck, ripped my whole car, ripped the whole left side of my body broken 2 years ago. So everything had stopped for me. So as a personal trainer and a lover of riding bikes and being outside, it's horrible that I couldn't do anything in terms of the movement because, listen, movement is my jam. Me not moving is
it is. Candice Camille and no movement is just not a thing. It's just
girl, I put on my cast and my boot and I sat in the chair. The left side was messed up, but the right side was okay. So we continued to move. So we still had a moving going on, but I wasn't able to run. And I just started back running at 2 years now. I was a marathoner. So when I got out there, today was day 19. When I got out there today, when I got out there on day 1, I probably ran about 1.5 miles. So you're talking about somebody that ran 10 or 15 miles at a clip. So to run 1.5 miles, but I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, woohoo, I ran 1.5 miles after 2 years. But now 19 days later, I can run 6 miles because what I'm doing is creating a system. Every day, I have a habit that I do every single day. I may run 1 mile and I may get up to that 6 miles, but every day it's about the run. It's not about how long I'm going. So even for the walk, as you continue to walk, even after the 39 miles, you could have continued to walk 1 mile a day, 2 miles a day, but that's when you have a system. And that's basically what it's all about. But let me just tell y'all something about walking, because I get a lot of clients say, I've been walking for 2 years, right? I'm like, so how's it working for you? They walk.
Okay, let me look. I am all ears.
How's that working for you? Because here's the deal. There's a difference between walking for your mind and walking for your body.
Okay.
I want y'all to catch that. There is a difference between walking for your mind and walking for your body. Most of us walk for our mind because we just nice socially getting on in there, having a conversation.
How you doing, girl? How you doing?
Got our phone, stop and talk to the neighbor. Got the dog. Oh, I walk my dog. I'm like, dude, you stop the dog. Like what? So when you are walking for your mind, all of that's inclusive. Stop, walk your dog, talk to your neighbor, pick up your phone. Girl, let me tell you what's going on today. But when you walk for your body, if you do not increase your heart rate, almost from your base rate to your highest heart rate. Let me be simplistic. And how you know what your highest heart rate is everybody take 220 and subtract your age from it. That's the highest you should ever take your heart.
Okay. So
that's the highest. So let's just say it's 160, but your resting rate, like where we're not doing nothing, is 90. And you got outside, but your basal rate is 160. You got outside and all you're doing 110. You ain't doing nothing. You just de-stressing. And that's what I want folks to know. When you get outside and walk, you got to be moving. Listen, ladies, you got to get the girls up, hold the stomach in, squeeze the booty cheeks, and go to switching. You know, you got to get in there and you really got to walk if you want it to work for your body. See, there's walking for your mind, and then there's walking for your body. And that's what you have to decide, because I have a lot of clients say, I've been walking and I've been doing this for a while, but I ain't losing the weight. And, you know, I don't want to bust the bubble. I wait a little bit anyway to bust the bubble.
Well, you let them know that you strolling. You strolling.
You strolling. You taking it nice and easy. So when we going out walking, I walk with a bunch of ladies every Sunday, and we do anywhere from 7 to 10 miles. But we're done in an hour and a half. We done. We moving out and we are walking. So we're walking for our bodies. So I'm not telling anybody to do that. If you say you're 1 mile, I'm gonna need you to pick up your pace. That's if you want to say you want to change your body. You can walk to change your mind or walk to change your body. And you have to decide, which one am I doing today? Because if you stress the hell out, we walking to change our mind, right? Just chilling, right? Like I just need something off. But if we're talking about changing the contouring of our body, you're going to have to pick it up a little bit. So Lisa, next time you go out to do your walk, listen, get your headphones on, be careful of who you, and listen, pump your arms and get them moving. And the reason why I say pump your arms is because the faster you pump your arms, the faster your legs move. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Try it when you go out. Shoot me a text and say it works. The faster you pump, the faster you pump your arms, the faster your legs move. So that's why.
I am so glad. Thank you for sharing it. Well, actually, I think that was great conversation about the difference between walking, because I do think that most people are guilty of that, because they're not walking on a mission. They just, you know, when you chilling and walking, it's no different than walking up the stairs to get something to drink and eat and then going back.
Now, it ain't like walking up the stairs, though. That's a whole nother conversation.
Look, and I take that real slow sometimes, because I haven't been walking for my body. I've been walking for my but this is motivating me. I have already been like pumping myself up. I know my husband thinks I'm a broken record with some stuff, but I have been lately kind of running it over my head often enough that I know I'm getting ready to do something to make a difference.
All right, Lisa, you're gonna have to get out of your head. Get out of your head. Ain't nothing gonna happen in there. Get out of your head. Get off your butt. Listen, when you're talking about motivation and time, is probably the two biggest excuses that we give about not moving, not doing better. I don't want to do it. And when I hear people say I want to do it, I say, thank you for telling me the truth. You know,
well, that's true.
I don't want to do it. I'm too lazy to do it, and I don't have time to do it. And so my question to you, especially when you say you don't have time, and I was just saying, was basically you're saying you don't have time to live longer.
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah. Because movement creates longevity. Listen, I'm gonna say that I'm closer to 70 than 60, and I'm here to tell you I am not stopping yet. So at the end of the day, because my movement keeps me vibrant. My movement keeps me young. If I wasn't in the shape that I was in when I had the car accident or fell off the mountain, I would have been broke up at 60 something years old. You know, because I used to hear my mom and grandma say, Lord, don't break your hip when you get 60 because you're done.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This has been longevity. This has been like, so, and I know a lot of people, y'all know, if I could get her planking right here on the screen, I'd have her do it. But then y'all might be expecting me to do it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But here's the thing, Candice, that I do feel motivated to, you know how sometimes you were saying just a minute, you know, a lot of times you would say on your videos, just do a minute, and people don't realize how long a minute is until you get on that floor and you got to plank.
Work up to a minute. See, y'all missed them little small words.
I was like, a minute. I tried a minute one time. I said, a minute is too long.
But
I'm
you
gonna
know
give it
what I
about
did,
1 second,
Lisa?
but now I get it.
You know what I did though? I did create, like, I created a 21-day plank challenge where you can literally plank with me, and I take you from 30 seconds up to 30 seconds to probably about 3 minutes, and in
Really?
21 days, if you do it. So if you go to www.21dayplankchallenge.com, everything is there, and you literally, I'm in your face in the morning or whenever you pull me up, because it's actually a course that, you know, it's self-directed, that you take every day for 21 days. So again, 21 days, again, that 21-day planking is a system.
Yep.
21 days to start these little atomic, like these little molecules of habits.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you start to create a habit of planking every day. I still do it to this day. I get up every morning before I say hello to the world. I'm talking to God. I pee, I pray, I plank. That's my morning ritual, you know, routine. You know, I'm rolling out the bed into the bathroom to pee on the floor to plank and pray while I'm in the bathroom, because that's basically, you know, my morning routine before I say hello to the world. So you have to figure out for yourself, what is it that you're doing that's going to build your mind, your body, and your spirit, because that's what wellness is all about. Because inspiration, motivation, it's all good. It's really good, because I may inspire you, I'm going to motivate you, but here's the real deal. Without implementation, you get nowhere. You got nothing. I can inspire you and motivate you all day long, but change does not come until implementation takes place. And that's why my M&Ms is so good. You know, I'm giving y'all M&Ms. Can you imagine the Wellologist giving you some M&Ms?
How about that? How about that's the only time that it's okay for you to take some M&Ms. So surprise, surprise. So look, if you are Candice would plank anywhere and everywhere.
Girl, I'm on top of the bar.
Yes. If you have not seen Candice planking, that you keep your TV off, you are not moving, you are not doing anything. So let's say that part. If you have not seen Candice planking somewhere, you are not moving. You are not moving.
We can plank now and wine later. That's what that picture was all about. Yeah, but if we gonna be up here drinking all this wine, we gonna do some planking, right? So they said, how do you do it? I was in London, by the way. And they was like, well, how do you do it? So there you have it. I got on top of the bar where the wine was. And I planked. And even from that, I created an event that says plank now, wine later. That's coming up September 18th. And we're going to talk about those M&Ms. And the M&Ms is basically just meals, mindset, and movement. Now, I thought about it. I was just with Sharon not too long ago at an event I was speaking at, and I told her M plus M plus M equal M. And this is what I said last week. This is how things evolve when you're clear, right? Meals plus mindset plus movement equal money. And I was thinking body cash, body equity, because I was at a money event, a financial event. But on the way home, you know, I'm driving. I'm thinking, you know, I was like, you know what? It didn't fit for anything other than me working in this financial space right now and about the body. Because again, you can't master your business or your money without mastering your body first. So I says, what can that last M be? So here's what I came up with. So you guys are first to know to hear this one. And everybody write this one. M plus M plus M equals M. And what that means is meals plus mindset plus movement equal manifestation.
I like it.
Come on now. You got to manifest. If you work inside your meals, if you work inside your movement, if you work inside your mindset, you will manifest for your body what you want to come to fruition, because we're always on the hunt. We're always on the hunt for the best person that we can be, right? But here's the deal about going on a hunt. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want, you're going to settle for what you find. See, And that's what we're settling for. We're settling for the diseases like obesity. We're settling for, hypertension. We're settling for diabetes. We're settling for pain. I had a client said to me, I've been in pain all my life. I'm like, something's wrong with that statement. Why are you okay? And that pain has become your normal. God didn't put us here to be in pain. It was some things that we were supposed to do. So for all of you here listening, are you doing what you're supposed to do? You know what you're supposed to do. So the question that begs to ask is this. This is a drum roll right here, right?
Sharif, I don't know. We ain't got one queued up, but you dropping a whole lot of drum rolls.
What are you pretending not to know? Yeah. You know what you got to do.
Wow.
To you, Lisa, is, what's the deal? Why you ain't doing it?
Hey, you just, like I said, I didn't put my steel toe boots on today. So my toes is aching a little bit, but, and that's a powerful way to put it, yeah, that's something for me to think about. Look, and I know I'm not alone. I was getting ready to tell y'all I can't see you, but raise your hand. If you are watching this replay or live, raise your hand. Let's be honest and true, and get to it, and stop making excuses. I absolutely agree. That's one of the reasons why I was excited for Candice to come on here so she can check me. I don't mind being checked. Because you do know when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You do know. You might not want to admit it to other people, but okay, when you're alone with yourself, you saying, yeah, Lisa, you know you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So what we're going to do is take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back and get more into it. I see some people joining in. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Maria. Maria is one of the Sexy Fit Well crew members, I believe. I think several people. So yeah, they're gonna talk some more about how we can get in with them, because I want to walk them 7 miles with you, because I do know that one time I could do that and I wasn't tired. I loved it. It energized me. And I know I need to get back there. So we will be right back, and Candice gonna read us some more. Okay.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night.
Yes, check out DSM Media. We love what we do, and we actually love that you actually, that while you working, we back there having fun, for real. So you the only one that's going to be working when DSM Media is around, because we back there having fun and playing behind the scenes, making sure you do the best and can be the best you can be. So check us out with DSM Media. So I want to get back to Candice. We're going to talk a little bit more about this, and then we're going to switch gears, and we're going to get into the topic of, because this is Lunchin with Lisa. So on Lunchin with Lisa, we sometimes talk about people out here lunching. And actually, Candice has been telling some people what we lunching about. So we're going to switch gears in a minute. But Candice, tell us a little bit about Sexy Fit. You mentioned something about meeting up with ladies on Sunday and stuff. Do you have some programs out there that the ladies and men can get involved in?
Well, actually, it's ladies. I do work with men privately. They're a little bit different when it comes to having a girl trainer. I'll put it that way. They're a little bit different when it comes to having a girl trainer. So they are very, very private about it. But in terms of the groups and everything, yes. I have, like you said, we have the Sexy Crew members, which is the Sexy Fit and Well movement. Now you can join the Sexy Fit and Well movement just by coming to the Facebook group and getting wellness information, tips, and things what's going on inside of the community. I talk about how do you stay well and doing it on your own. But after doing this for 35 years, one of the things I know for sure is that you can't do it by yourself. My personal trainer is Robin. And one of the few things about Robin is I had her 35 years ago. Today, she's my client. So I have become her personal trainer when you do it, because you can't do it by yourself. You need somebody to push you through depending on where you are. So I have the Sexy Fit and Well live fitness online fitness center where we work out every morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. live. Okay. And you can also go back and access the videos. That's a membership group. I also have the meals group. So for all of my programs that I have is about meals, mindset, and movement. Now the meals and mindset is mixed together because a lot of the times we get confused in our mind as to what we should be eating and not. And because there's so much out here in the media and so confusing. So I sort of put you in an incubator and talk about why food is so important, what you should be eating based on the result, not the goal, based on the result that you want to get to. So again, we teach in these two clubs that they are a life. It's your life. And I don't use the word lifestyle too much because, again, it's such a cookie cutter. We're getting confused because everybody's life is uniquely different. So you got to figure out what's your life like, what does well. As a matter of fact, what does sexy, fit, and well looks like to you? So that's what I help you figure out. And it's all in your mind. See, I'm jumping in your head. I can help you change your body in a snap. Like I said, I was 227 pounds over 30 years ago. Today, I'm a chunky 4. I've been a chunky 4 for 30 years.
Is there a such thing, Candice? Okay. Really? I even see Sharima behind the scenes going, what in the world? There's no such thing. No such thing.
Well, you know, I still got my little butt, girl. You look up on that swing that I did today, girl. It looked like I got a nice little apple bottom. Listen, it's a little chunkish.
No, that is not the definition of chunk. We're going to have to bring out the definition of chunk because that is not it. Now, I can show you some chunk, but it is not size 4. I can tell you that.
But see, that's how this is why it's so good, because this is how you see yourself. Right. And that's basically what it's all about. It's about what do you see when you get butterball naked in the mirror? And what is it about that you don't like? So the whole Sexy Fit and Well and me and your coach is you in the mirror naked, right? Naked, and let your reflection give you direction for correction. I hope y'all put that, because that's what it's all about. I'm here to be your reflection so I can give you direction so you can correct whatever it is that you want when it comes to your body. And one of the things I would say about that is that once you change the inside, the outside, I'm cute on the outside because my inside is cute. Y'all just can't see it, right? But and I say that because when I was on Dr. Oz, you know, they did pictures all of my insides, right? And they told me my insides were 38 years old. So it's cute up in there.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so it's about when I say, do you want to live longer? Here's what that means. Because we do get chronologically, we can't change our number, but we could change our organ age. And what that means is that the more better you take care of yourself, the more weller you are, right? The more healthier that you are, the better that your organs work. So that means they're working efficiently, your blood circulation. So, because what happens is if when you don't, everything slows down. It's like you're not oiling the system. And what happens when you don't oil the system? It rots away. And that's why we're dying at 35, a massive heart attack and things like that. Chronologically, they may be 35, but their heart was 80. So it's undone. Right. time. And that's because you haven't worked in your meals, you haven't worked in your mindset, and you haven't worked in, especially in your movement. Listen, any movement a day. When I say any movement, I mean strategic. Let me be clear. Strategic movement, because that's what I teach, strategic movement. But planking is some place to start because we always need some place to start at, right? So you start with planking and then you move to get some help and go to your next and go to your next. If you're not where you want to be right now, then you need to invest in something that's going to get you there so you don't have to worry about it, even if it's your weight loss goals, right? And get somebody where the scale doesn't matter. You know, I tell my clients, throw the scale out the window. We're not worried about that right now. You check
That's
on
right.
that thing once a month to make sure you're on track, because that's all the scale is a tracker. There's no need to change your mind every morning about it, right? It's just a tracker. But the one thing, if you're not tracking, you're off track. So, and that's what Sexy Fit and Well is. I become your tracker for you to keep you on track to get to what you want to do. So, in terms of the events that I have, so again, the 21-day plank challenge, you can go get that course. And I'm doing bi-monthly events. The first one that's coming up is Plank Now, Wine Later.eventbrite.com. And you can join me on the 18th. And we're going to be talking about those M&Ms. We're going to talk about the M&Ms. And I added one other M in it. And because I have my chef coming to talk about meals and menopause. Because a lot of us are going through
Somebody just rang my bell just now.
Because things change when we you know, when life changes for us, things changes in our body, and you need to know how food affects your hormones and why we stay bloated, or we got the spare tire or the muffin top, and you know, we crazy. It's just as simple, you know. We want to know what the hell going on, or you know, what happened to my body. I had a six-pack. I remember this happened to me.
Yeah, I ain't had those, but
I had a six-pack that became a barrel. I was like, what the hell? So it was a matter of learning what foods did that to me so I can reverse them. So every other month or so, I have something. At least I'll keep you in mind. I mean, again, you just gave me an idea about the walking group. Because on Sunday, we definitely, you know, walk way too fast. If you're not in the advance, it will scare you from walking ever again. So I would never do that to anybody. We had to work our way up to that. So again, creating, and I may do just that, create a group in a day where we all meet up, and I show you exactly how to walk for your body and do that. So that's something that I may do, and I'm gonna make you team captain. How about that?
Yes, look, I would love that. Because I did love walking. I don't, you know, and I want to get back to that space because I did feel better. One thing I can say about losing weight was when I did it, I did feel better. I felt lighter, and I don't mean weight wise. I just felt lighter. I had more energy. My mind, like I said, my mind was clear, which that was a big deal to me because I don't think we realize how much brain fog we have with all of this stuff on us. And as you start to get, you know, I mean, and I wasn't necessarily losing a lot of weight at one time. Some of these moments, I just felt good about doing something that brought me energy, that cleared my mind. So I'm looking forward to it. You let me know. And I'm there. I almost wore my workout clothes for the show to show you how motivated. I was like, I think I need to put on my workout clothes.
Right, so
like, you never know.
Hot seat for 1 second, because and this is basically when we talk about the things that we're gonna do, because you know, you said you don't work the scenarios over in your mind, what I'm gonna do. My husband, they just sick of hearing us talk about it. They just want to see if we gonna do what we say we're gonna
right.
do. You really mean it, or either you just gonna do it for a week and you're gonna stop. Just, you know, everybody has that stop and start syndrome, right? So one of the things about it is we go on to overkill. So let's create a plan for you, since this is your platform and everybody that's listening. Let's just say starting when are you gonna start this process of doing something?
Okay, so I'm gonna be real transparent and honest. Tuesday.
Why?
Because I'm getting ready to go out of town.
What does walking have to do with you being anywhere? There's always
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so
You're right.
when it see, that's the problem that we have. And thank you for being so transparent and honest, because that's the problem everybody's having. Working out, or we think it's something to do. It is not. It is a part of your life. Your life go on vacation with you. Your life go across the world with you.
That's true.
So wherever you are, you have to say, this is part. You may not, you may not say, I'm going to go to the gym or whatever the case may be, but hell, every hotel in the world just about got a gym. You can go to the gym. But
That's
at
true.
the end of the day, you have to figure out, like, why wait till Tuesday when you can start something tomorrow? You can do it one day plank, get on the floor and plank for 10 seconds. So don't overthink it, because if you really, 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 and this is where I really squash your toes just a little bit. Always say, or punch you in the throat.
They flat, Candice. They flat.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming up to the throat, because that's where the communication is. I'm getting ready to punch you dead up in the throat right here, right? Because that's my thing, right? I'm off your toes.
That's right.
I want to communicate with you so you can really get this, is that you don't have to start big.
Okay.
Start tomorrow. That cliche, say, why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? I say, hell, plank 30 seconds, 10 seconds before you go to bed.
Tonight, right?
Tonight. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. So when you start something like that, and you say to yourself, and you put your little reminders up, that I'm just going to plank for 10 seconds. I did 10 seconds last night. Today, I'm going to do 11. Why are you trying to do a minute and you never did it before? Right. So you got to start where you are. So everybody that's listening, no matter what you're doing, start where you are. I remember working with Tina Harmon, and she was on sodas, and she's like, diabetes, and I'm drinking diet soda and Kansas soda lined up, right? And she was like, I know you want me to stop drinking soda. I was like, I do not, but I do want you to cut down on the soda. So what we did was we went to the half cans. Mm-hmm. You gotta go nice and slow. And now Tina, if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't drink soda anymore. So all is a process. But what you have to do, just like you fell in love with your husband, you gotta fall in love with the process of changing your body to the way that you want to. But you hear people say it's a process. But here's the deal. The process doesn't start until you do something. You already done processed it in your mind, so you done talk yourself the hell up out of it. So, but when you start doing the work, something so little, for one thing, I'm going to do this for 10 seconds. I may do one squat. I may do one jumping jack. I may do a modified jumping jack. And one of the things about the way I teach, there's always a modification for everything. Mm-hmm. Can you bench press 200 pounds? No, ma'am, you cannot. So we going to bench press too, because that's where you are. And that's the power of being a badass trainer, right? We go from where you are, and am I going to push you? Hell yes, I'm going to push you, because that's why you hired me. I'm going to take you where you could never take yourself. And just like in this conversation, so tonight you'll think about it. I need to play. See if I can do this. So if you hear this and you're under the sound of our voices, you got to let that little light bulb come on in your head that says, this chick done gave me a sense of urgency that I need to do something now, right now. When is a good time to start? Right now. Now is a good time to start something very little, because I remember I read years ago a book. It talked about small, tiny habits that leads to big changes. So this little 10-second plank, or that 21-day plank that you will start, will take you to this habit where your body, like even in these 19 days, the other day I was busy, I was running around, I had to do something. I normally teach my class and I go out and run. See, again, one is my job, one is my joy. They don't have nothing to do with the other. So, but was busy in the morning. But here's the deal, y'all. Y'all got 24 hours to get it in where you fit it in. There's no specific time. I do it in the morning to get it out the way. That's the only reason to do it. But I couldn't do it that morning. So when we got back, my body raised its hand. My body, hey, We run it. Hey, why?
Right.
System and the habit system had started to create it. So the more you talk yourself into do it, your body will do the rest. That's how that goes. So once you start doing it, so even in Sexy Fit and Well is about becoming. I get you to a place of doing well, and then we work our way into being well. So you become well, because wellness is a state of mind. It's not something that you do,
Right.
it's who you become. So every time you plank, every time you walk for your body, you're becoming the biggest version of yourself. And that's what Sexy Fit and Well is about. If you want to know more about that, of course, DM me or go to sexyfitandwell.com and see all the programs. You know, I have my book up there, my t-shirts, all the collateral that goes along with Sexy Fit and Well. But at the end of the day, you are the one. You are the one. You're like that. I don't know. Like I said, I aged myself. Y'all know how when you long time ago, we used before cell phones, y'all. Like we used to dial the number and you dial 800-555-1234. And a lady would come on the phone and say, you must first dial a one before
Mm-hmm.
the number can be complete. If you're not the one, if you're not the one in your formula, you will never be complete. You will always be working yourself back around to I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Stop shoulding all over yourself. That's basically
Oh my
what it's all
goodness,
about.
Candice, this has been absolute. Look, it's gonna have to be a part two. There was a lot of things we were going to shift into another, but I was like, no, I don't want her to stop because because I needed this. And it wasn't just about, just sharing about you schooling us on some stuff. So anytime I'm learning something, I'm all in. So part two has got to come. I'm sure that everyone needs to even replay this just so you can go back and refine your notes. Because if you didn't have a pen and a piece of paper listening to Candice, then go back and listen to it again because she dropped some serious nuggets tonight. So we're going to end on this note because I just want to look. I'll be like, if I had the time, Candice, stay on just an hour. How much can I pay you for an hour to just keep at me? Because sometimes I know, and that's one thing I do like about being somewhat self-aware. Because I know I need that. I know I need somebody to get in my stuff because I know I can talk myself out of something real good. I'm good at that. I can say, well, tomorrow because I'm tired right now. So I need that push. That's one thing I always said about myself, especially with exercise, that I need that push. I think Sharon came on and mentioned that, but I do know that about myself because I am really good at talking myself out of things that I need to do at times. But this has been absolutely wonderful. So you all know that we actually added a TikTok moment to the Lunchin with Lisa shows because I absolutely love TikTok. Is full of energy like Candice here. And they also have some wonderful motivating messages on TikTok. It really does teach you. So I actually have maybe a few. But before we go there, I wanted to remind you all that Hidden Treasures, if you haven't heard me talk about Hidden Treasures in November or December of this year, and this is going to be our moment. Dove South Magazine is sponsoring this to highlight those who you rarely see. A lot of people are celebrated, but sometimes you miss out on those hidden treasures. So stay tuned for more information. We will be celebrating those hidden treasures. You never know when you're sitting in a room with some of those hidden treasures, and we're going to shine the spotlight on them. So I wanted to make sure you all knew about that. But there are a couple of TikTok moments I wanted you to share, but I know I haven't talked about this since we started season 3 too much, but you all know that my jam, as Candice's jam, is fitness, wellness, and being sexy. Okay, because that she is. Y'all know that my jam is the power of shut up. Communication is that thing for me. And that can be connected to Candice and wellness. Absolutely. We're going to talk about something because we can connect all of that. Shut your mouth. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Look, we talking ourselves into some stuff. That's what we do. But I wanted to show you a little TikTok moment that I created to just give you a little tip about that power shut up.
Because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. Some thoughts are inside thoughts. We don't need those to sneak out.
So y'all remember, sometimes it's good to just keep it in. As you used to remember when you were younger kids and they said use your inside voice. Some of y'all never found that inside voice. But there are times when it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing to shut up sometimes. And I don't mean be quiet. Sometimes I just mean shut up. So that's one thing, but I wanted to leave you all with a positive message. And I saw this on TikTok and thought this was a great way to end the show. So after we show this TikTok, it's a gentleman that's giving us some message. Actually, we have two TikToks to read. We can actually go ahead and play them both in whatever order. But this is a message to you all going into the weekend and remembering all the things that Candice is saying. Is all about you. How important are you to you? So take these two TikTok moments. We'll come back, say goodbye. And again, thank you all for continuing to tune in. But check out these TikToks.
Nobody's probably told you. You look amazing. You're doing good. You could be way worse, but you're still here. God has graced you with another day. He's still standing with you. He wants you to succeed. As long as there's breath in your body, there is purpose in your life. You are valuable.
That part.
Hi, girl. I have a message for you. Wow. You are powerful. You have fact. You are smart. You are ambitious. You are gorgeous. You are going to be everything you want and more. Don't get it, girl. I love you.
That is a message that I couldn't have said any better. That's how I feel about, everyone who tunes in. Thank you so much for supporting Lunchin with Lisa every Thursday. Candice, thank you so much for being an amazing guest. Please promise me you will come back and let's do. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to talk you into something, but yeah, we can do part 2, but maybe we need you regularly here and there to remind us of what we need to do. So we'll talk about that. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much for all the nuggets. I do have something to think about. And in my mind, I'm already thinking about, I need to probably do I can do a 10-second plank. She got me thinking about my now.
You can do it. Say, I'm doing it. Say, I'm doing a 10-second plank tonight. Put it in your mind.
I'm doing a 10-second plank tonight. Yeah. And I'm going to record it so y'all know I'm not lying about it, because y'all probably saying, yeah, she just saying that. I am going to do it. Thank you, Candice, for everything. We appreciate you. You all, please, Candice, if you get a minute, drop your information in the chat. And we will also continue to support you and everything that you're doing. It's been great hanging out with you. It's been a minute. So I'm glad we did this, and I look forward to having you back again. Y'all tune in next Thursday. We have Dr. Teresa coming back from the other part of her collaborators. She brought on some last week. We're going to actually bring the other collaborators on and talk about her book of Passion, Purpose, and Peace. So thank you all so much, Candice. This has been everything. So yeah, until next week, we'll see you then.
See you then. Thanks, Lisa.